Alright, y'all. So I found the scholars, and now they all said that this girl was supposed to have helped them, or this pyre warrior. I'm assuming it's a girl. It might not have been, though. I love a new recipe. Oh. Y'all coming out the crypt on folks? It's crazy. What's going on here? By Idaron Germain. Those who seek power over life and death will find themselves master of neither and slave to both. The shambling creatures of the grey host cry out in agony. This truth learned too late. For what is a vampire but a thing that walks forever and hungers without end, not alive enough to feel the reprieve of food and drink, nor dead enough to know true rest? An accursed existence, one that is better left in the decrepit tombs from which they crawled. Zombies are little better, save for the fact that they seem blessedly unaware of their condition. Still, their plagued corpses spew pestilence wherever they tread. Death only begets more death. And what is the point of these necromantic endeavors? To live forever? To achieve some knowledge or power unattainable to mere mortals? What is lost on practitioners of necromancy is the mystery of death itself. A vampire could never comprehend the journey of a soul to Aetheris when their near-bound shells are driven only by thirst and their lust for power. Unending life is no life at all. Without death, life has no meaning. The crypt of the exiles is testament enough to that. The creatures that reside there could hardly be described as thriving. Undead, true, but not alive enough to enjoy their existence. Even the necromancers who claim power over death through the raising of others, rather than their own unholy transformations, can create only a facsimile of life. A facsimile, excuse me. Zombies and skeletal servants do not live and breathe as they once did. They may not be threatened by their own mortality, but serving as a necromancer's puppet could hardly be called true life. The obsession with death or undeath robs necromancers of the precious life they have been given. To fear the end, to try to avoid it at any cost, is to lose what power they had. That is how one becomes susceptible to the fallacy of the grey host and the false promise of undeath. Wow. And they hit you with that. They hit you with that sauce. Okay.
What generous spirit left such treasure, I wonder?
I am sending you on a mission of the utmost importance. High King Emmerich has requested we undertake this effort as a favor to King Faharjad of Sentinel, and he requests that it be handled quickly. It seems a Red Guard warrior named Albazar is believed to have died within the crypts of exiles. Albazar committed a blasphemous crime before fleeing from the Alakir desert. He stole a precious Red Guard artifact, the Memory Stone of Michaela Leckie. Search the crypt for Albazar's sepulchre, and you will hopefully find the Memory Stone. Bring the stone to a Red Guard scholar named Medima, who will be waiting for you at Martyr's Crossing. May Saint Pelin be with you, Knight Commander Varain. I'll recover the Memory Stone and deliver it, completing Dame Frederick's mission. Frederick's or Frederick? 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 Okay, a little shum. Going in. Yeah. I know y'all like, but that had health to it. Yeah. That little 200 is not gonna make or break nothing. Okay. Where is run that recipe? Okay, we learning new stuff. We got lockpicks on deck. Alright, and we're gonna find Shorty. I gotta fight him, yes. Ooh, and the skeever. Get down. Let's see what y'all got. Not a thing. Not a thing. Do nobody want no stinking fur? Come out foul hat. That sounds horrible. I don't want that. I don't want the dirty skin of your backside. You can keep that. She was gonna bust out the grip on me. No. You still came out.
Hitradim, Tamid.
Okay,
Come
out of
forward,
the way.
you godless mongrel.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Shalaria.
My apologies, Wayfarer.
Oh, she's
The shadows
Kurt.
make it
Hey,
difficult
girl.
to discern
Yeah.
friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy.
I like
Perhaps
this. They
Tuatha
got
has
the
not
nose
forsaken me
rings.
after
I
all.
want a nose ring.
What are you doing in this wretched place? It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away? That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead. Let us speak outside. I will follow your lead. May Onsi guide your blade.
All right, yeah, let's do this.
Lead on, Wayfarer.
Watch yourself.
You thought you was gonna play in my face. I thought he was gonna give me that whoa whoa. You're not. Yeah, y'all can hand me that.
Something of value left there. Only fair that
Salamas's
it become
epitaph.
yours.
Who can recount the tales of the exiles laid afresh in coffins claimed from unflinching bones, last resting place for tired flesh? Here lie weeping men and women torn from homes, forgotten but not lost, in the halls that became their tombs. Until the last stone is removed and the prison unsealed, who will sing the morning hymn of king's cruelty revealed? Ooh, I love it when they do a little Remy rhyme. All right, let's come on up out of her. We gotta come on up out of here. All right. Oh no, we're not going that way. Yeah, we back around. Come on. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Back it up. Back it up. And get got. And now we gotta go. Come on. Come on. You ready for dance? You ready? Yeah. Set you down. Two of y'all came back and respawned before y'all bodies even hit the floor.
I will watch over you.
Yeah, let's see. Y'all got some? Not a thing. Thick leather scraps, but that's for making medium armor. And I only need stuff to make heavy armor. I need metals, gems, you know, thinking things like that. I really hate how y'all be busting out these little crypts. Like, go sit down.
Expertly done, Tamid.
Thank you.
Exit. Let us see the sky once more.
Let us. Let us see the sky once more. She free from the crib, baby. Free. Hold on, y'all. My lips a little dry. hydrate. And then you put your gloss on, okay? Period. Okay. And we're back to it.
I came to Bankurai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding, help us. I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter.
That's a wild
I am
name.
grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return? The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankurai Garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend. The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine. I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum, but understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter. A Durrani noble. That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
That might mean you, little Miss Thing Yang.
I do not know the nature
You're
of your
very
mission,
noble.
Wayfarer. And I still have my own to uphold.
Right.
But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search. I know precious little.
'Cause you own
I
your
never
own.
visited
Well,
the set
thank you.
myself. Though incomplete,
Never worry,
the
babe.
historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps that has something to do with the idea of being worthy.
Okay.
There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll take your words into great consideration, ma'am. And going forward, I shall endeavor to heed your imploring. Your implorance. I'm making a word up, okay? Because she has implored. Has she not implored
I
me?
will go check on the scholars at Deal's camp. Thank you again, Wayfarer.
You're welcome, little boo-boo biscuit. Now I'm gonna go ahead down here to her and drop this off. And then, yeah. Let's get on up in here. There she go, there she go, there she go. There she go, there she go, there she go.
Do not concern yourself with me. My wounds are only superficial. There are many here in
They be
greater need of
playing with the
assistance than myself.
styles, baby. They be playing.
You do? I was told the Knights of St. Pellen might return it, but with the attack on the garrison, I had given up. This is beyond amazing. I know King Faharajad will be grateful, and you
See,
have
I
my
said it right.
personal
It is
thanks
for
as well.
Harajad. Period. Yeah, I figured
All
in game
Sentinel
that's what
will be
it sounds
thrilled
like.
at the return of the Memory Stone. It is a sacred relic, you know.
I
will
just
tell
didn't
the
trust
king your
myself
name,
after
so
I
he
said
will know who
Dagon
did
and it was
this.
Dagon. So I was like, I don't know. But I mean, that is giving tomato, you know. But still,
Makella Lecky was the greatest sword singer who ever lived by many people's estimation, and the stone is a record of her thoughts and experiences. It will take scholars many years to decipher the information within, but it will be worth it.
well, good. All well and done. And I made a little coin on the side. Now I can, oh no, see, they trying to take me to Caldwell. I don't get that, or excuse me, Cadwell. I'm still might say Caldwell. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. Remembering the correct pronunciation of this NPC's name is not do or die. Okay. Do I want that added? Let's see. Alright, and now we back on that tab. Wait, must be this joint. Alright. Let me see what they sending us now. Oh, where's Gwendis? Okay, I'm sure like, oh, that looks like tea. Why do they just be leaving? Dame Doisney. Through King Aemond, High King Emmerich has requested the Order's assistance in doing a favor for King Faharajan. Centuries ago, a group of Red Guard exiles sought refuge in Evermore. Not trusting the exiles, the king held them in an underground prison. Unfortunately, their status was never resolved, and the prison became their crypt, the Crypt of the Exiles. Among the exiles was a warrior named Olbazar, who had stolen a Red Guard artifact, the Memory Stone of Michaela Leckie, okay? King Faharajan is asked to have it returned, retrieve the stone from Olbazar's sepulchre, and bring it to Medaima, a Red Guard scholar. Yeah, we did that. But we did that. So, those are just documents that we already looked at.
What do John and Jod send us now?
Why she gotta be all the way over her? And he fighting, you got it. No, show your might. It's one person.
There you are. Good, you're back. I found Janard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host? I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Durrani noble. That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Durrani connection. Did you find out anything else I should know? A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Pellin. I'll meet you at Viridian Watch.
Not the spider. Oh,
Tenardi,
Is
make
y'all-
this swift.
oh no. Are y'all fighting? Okay, just over the water here. Just over the river. Is that lore over there? It looks like it, and I started from a mile away. Okay. We ain't reading all that because they get deep in the lore. I like the stories when they tell wild stuff. Sometimes the stories be about, assassination.
Swift as penalty!
We're not fighting. Come on, get in the water. We got some swimming to do up the river. Okay, what's that? Long ago, Garach dreamt of a moonbeam, silver and pale blue. It took the form of a lady who came to lie beside him. As the dawn's light entered his room, she became a wolf and fled. Months later, he dreamt she returned to him, first as a she-wolf carrying pups. She placed them carefully beside him and took the form of the lady. They are yours, she said tenderly, to care for and love. Afraid, he slew them. She then cursed him to never know love or kindness, only fear and hatred. And when he awoke, surrounded by the limp bodies of his wolf children, he wept for what might have been. That is terrible. Wow. That was your go-to. She told you what to do, and you still did some other. Oh my God. Okay, put me on that lore. Put me on that lore. Okay. Let me get up over here.
Jove and Jode, guide our steps in this troubled place.
Okay, because you already know we about to go up in some stuff, honey. This finna be some yeah. Y'all already know. I would have read that, but I hate when I be reading that and then it disappear before I can finish reading it.
Look,
The load be too fast, which I mean, by all means,
There's
it's
a
great.
sigil
I don't want to be
right
sitting
there.
on the loading
Don't you
screen for
see
no
it?
20 minutes, but at the same time, I still would like to read it. But I know they just give me something to do while it's loading. Read this. Wait. Let me see. You got something? Got some gold. Okay. Got a little gold. You ain't got nothing. Ugh. And I hate how it sound when you looking like you just digging in their stomach or something. Yeah, see, I don't even want the butterfly. Insect parts. Y'all can keep it. Not a thing. Not a thing. And y'all been living down here, I see. That's somebody's laundry. Okay, well, come on. The both say butchers. And y'all both butchers. But not a thing or y'all not $1. You had a little something, but it's two-handed. Nobody want that.
I will watch over you.
Not a thing. Y'all had a bear and everything. gold. Come on. And he back there pushing. Was he making there? I see some gold on the table. Yeah, run them coin. And it was 13. Thank you. Okay, I'll take a meal. Y'all had stuff going on. You got a Goodwill train wolf with you too, because wow.
Of a fire, as true in your time as much as in mine.
Carrots. Y'all was eating real good food, real fresh down here. Y'all was eating good. We finna eat all of that. We finna eat all of that. Let's make some meals then. Hold on, let's go to the fight. Okay, hold on. Well, let's grab them carrots then. Got no beats. Okay, now we go to inventory. Roasted pig. And we're gonna do the bound 45 meal. Get some of that stuff out the way. That bow next one we see too. And then this is not the main. Let's do offhand. get the bow. We got the bow. We got the staff. And then we got our 4 blades. We're gonna get another blade, and then we'll have all the blades we need to upgrade everybody to all my staff, even my backup weapon situated, you know? Who wants some backup weapons that don't do shit? I just saw my backup. Here we go. Now we in here. There goes Shorty Gang.
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything. That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf. Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me share some of my vampiric essence so you can see the sigils too. It's perfectly safe. At least, Fenorian said it was harmless. We follow the sigils, of course. The Grey Host survivor must have used these as a guide, and they were made for that specific purpose. Now, let's see where they lead. Another one. Keep going west. South here. Not that we have a choice. East. Down that tunnel. Let's go south. Up those steps.
He just stand still. Tuck down. That's crazy.
East here. And down again. Another one, northeast around this corner. Keep going straight. I think we're close.
We have more stuff in the next body.
Ha! This must be it. Now how to go about opening it.
Kennard's Journal, 5th, Sun's Dawn. For too many
That's
years,
nice.
I have borne the
Let's
guilt
check
of my
inside.
selfish ways. I've never felt so proud and so free as today, the day we dedicated ourselves to serving others. 24th, Sun's Dawn. I look at the wagons laden with goods and gold headed for Howland's Stand, and I feel proud. I can't help but notice how much more we've been able to accumulate each week. I believe the divines are blessing us for our selfless ways. 4th, First Seed. I'm throwing another feast tonight for the boys. After all our hard work, we deserve it. I think I'll wear the new tunic I got, the one with the gold laces. I need to maintain my authoritative status. I just realized the little house on the river I always wanted in Wind Keep. If I just hold back a few more gold drakes this month, I think I can actually buy it. 17th, First Seed. It seems that many of the people who accepted our aid in Howland's Stand didn't even need it. They weren't impoverished, just greedy. Some of them took the clothes and food we sent and sold them at the marketplace. This month, I'm not going to bother sending so much. Just means I can retire to that little house in Windkeep that much sooner. 28th, First Seed. I've just realized we're missing a great opportunity when we rob these noblemen. If we take a few of them and ransom them back to their families, next month we can double our take, and it'll serve them right, the parasites. Oh, you switched up. You switched up hard. You was just feeling so proud. sanctuary. Okay. A letter of welcome.
Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid?
Okay.
Looks like he had quite the setup down here. I'm surprised that's lasted all this time. Wait, what's that? Let me see it. I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going. I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandas, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense. You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
There's some stuff going on. Let us find out the Grey Host right under y'all nose, baby.
Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage.
Okay.
Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandas, my friend, my mentor, and the leader of House Ravenwatch possesses a Grey Host signet. That disturbs me, and I'm not disturbed easily. I want to investigate this quietly, without attracting attention. I don't want to do that until I have more information. Verandas and Look, I'm not just going to run in there and hurl accusations at him. Especially about something
You
this
like that
serious.
man, huh?
I want to figure this out before I confront him.
Ooh, intrigue.
Verandas stores relics he's collected over the centuries in the castle cellar. Always keeps the door locked tight. I trust Verandas, but I need to see what he's hiding. I hope this is all a misunderstanding, that I'm wrong about all this. We'll see. This
All right, girl,
the
come
door's
on.
over here.
Come on. Take me round the bend, Dan. Take me round the bend.
Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
You have my ear.
Okay.
Gwen, this, my child, slow down. You eat too fast. You don't want to harm poor Carlin.
We need to feed to get stronger. When Montclair shows up, I want to be ready.
That
Let's
is
hurry
not
to the
our
cellar.
way, child, and
I'm
you
fairly
know it.
certain I can get
Stop
it unlocked.
feasting, now.
Fine, whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, Count Verandas. You know I only want to help. Give me a moment.
Of course, my child. Now, let's clear away our meal and
Hurry
welcome
now.
our friend.
Inside.
Colin, as always, I thank you for sharing your life.
I wonder what the hell that was.
See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes. Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. It opened. Let's see what's inside.
We were supposed to be searching the room.
What is this place? Did Verandis use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you?
I know that your ceaseless quest to appease and coddle the mortals takes a great deal of your time, but I must insist that you take a brief respite from your work to come visit the great castle we erected in your absence. It truly is magnificent. I firmly believe that when the peace we both seek is realized, Greyholm will stand among the wonders of the world. It will be a beacon of hope for our kind and the mortals who serve us. A grand reminder that anything is possible with hard work and vision. Your absence is felt here. The Grey Council rules the Grey Host, but your seat at our table remains empty. Even Exarch Ulfra feels your loss, though she would never admit it. Come, my friend, visit us at Greyholm. I've restocked your laboratory with everything you could ever need. I've no doubt that you and Exarch Zingalis can complete your research hit there. I've drawn a map on the back of this letter to guide you to the island. Return to us, Verandis. Return to the Grey Council, to your family, and to your home. Your beloved brother, Rada al-Saran.
That letter. What does it say?
Oh, Gwen.
That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof. What? Verandis, how could you?
Been playing
I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes.
Yeah.
Why didn't he ever tell me?
You've been playing them
I
games.
thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No.
He did a
There has
dirty,
to be
y'all. He
more.
did a dirty.
What else does the letter say?
Not your mentor, your
It's possible
lover.
that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host.
But he was, my darling.
There has to be more to this.
Denial
Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense
is a
of
river.
everything. Are you still with me?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and
Don't
travel
say
by
a
boat from
cart
there
no
as we
more,
follow this
and I
map.
got to get on a horse.
Go on
Don't
ahead.
say cart,
I
nan
want to take
mo.
one more look around. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
Alright. Come on round the bend. I wonder why it's showing that like that. And he's standing there looking crazy. Okay, I'm gonna just go this way. Oh, there's a cart. Finally, there's an actual cart. Because y'all played too many times. Okay. Anyway, girl. Wow.
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. The sooner we get this over with, the better. First, however, take this. You earned it. That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth. We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie. Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host.
He was,
If
though,
not,
girl.
Then I
They
suppose
told
I
him
want to find
come
undeniable
home.
proof
His
that my mentor was a
brother.
monster. So, can we go now? This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people.
Take us on the Greyhound. Thus the stones are laid, the foundation of our immortal rule. They were given the chance to join with us. Are we responsible for those who refuse our gift? Rada al-Saran. I finished it. Yeah. Granted, it was 2 sentences and not the paragraph they usually put, but a win is a win. Okay, I will talk to you. They got to talk to you.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Greyhost castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandas here, then I'm not sure where else to look. While it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there, I think we should survey the island first. The Greyhost may be gone, but they could have left traps, and who knows what kind of wildlife lives here. I don't know, something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandas and the Greyhost if we go and get ourselves killed. What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me?
We talking again.
Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it. Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of a vampire, like those sigils we saw. Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals. Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Alright, and it's 3 more. In this tower. Okay, we gotta bust around the bend. Come on up these little hot steps. Is that a bear? No, but it's something hideous. And I'm probably gonna have to fight it. I wanna figure out what it is though, so I actually don't mind.
Good at this.
Girl. It's a vampiric bear. Well, thank you. I'll take it. Catch a rabbit. These rabbits fast. What's this? And I get nothing. What's this? A gargoyle. Wow.
Let's find another ward crystal.
Let's find the last ward crystal. Okay. There we go. Get on the horse, yeah. Y'all. Let's see. Oh, you gonna run? Yeah. Okay. Me and my folks on the horse. Let's go, man. Once I hit level 50, I'll start getting experience points and is it cold? Oh. Okay, I'm confused. Where is it at? Okay. It says above. Come on. And that's done. I'm real confused.
You give me no choice.
Oh my god. And I died again. I don't know why. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. We gonna try going around. Oh wait. It's a whole bridge right here with stairs. So I imagine I should be able to get over there.
They're protective walls on.
I miss old Skyrim. You could jump and climb pretty much anywhere.
That was definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle. The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside.
Alright, we in there.
I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
Come on. Let's talk
This place must have been
again.
impressive back in
She's
the day.
very chatty.
But now it's just decrepit.
This is a chatty
Looks like it's been
ass
abandoned
vampire.
for centuries.
I thought
Luckily,
she was gonna
I
be
came
more like the
prepared.
Jamora.
How do you feel about trying something
Yeah.
unconventional?
Humans ain't nothing, but she's very...
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me. By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant. Dangerous? Not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic, Verandis' own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction. The potion is on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Alright, and let's do it.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you. Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting. Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Attention! Draw steel! Engage flank! Engage front! Engage all sides!
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone. When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane. As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate. The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. come back to your brothers and sisters. You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense. Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch the blood spray against the dirt. Don't you?
She's crazy.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Yeah, you're crazy. Let me go talk to him. Oh, it's above, so I should have went up the stairs. It's cool. And up we go. And boom. Let's get in the door. Come on up the stairs. Come on round the bend. And bow. You done made something hideous.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you.
Yes, I know.
I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters. Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself. To control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it. Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave? How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
Okay.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should
Revenant
go
has
see
logged on
Lord
with
Rada
Thurgor.
al-Saran.
That happens because my friends are logging on. I have friends on here. Only 2.
I have been quite successful
But
in your
sometimes I play
absence.
with them, and it's
Rada
fun.
al-Saran discovered
yeah,
a strange relic
I
beneath
got
the reach.
friends on here.
I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind. I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the chance to discuss it with you once you've settled in.
So you living here now? You done moved back? You know you don't want to be here. Now it's time to talk to your brother. Hopefully he don't do too much.
Verandis, my friend. At long last.
Yes, indeed. Alright. Oh.
How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for? To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now? What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verondis, but you need not. For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verondis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves. Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verondis. Let us speak of better times, drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe. We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve.
Wow.
I invited you because you will flourish here, Verondis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life. Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong here, Verondis. Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you. They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals. Of course, Verondis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother. And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verondis, is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics.
Well,
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
and we're in the study. Books and books and books.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it. You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Verondis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host? Sounds like Verondis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely. Only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel? Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
Alright. Let's go.
Pray for mercy.
anything on you? Alright. And then you can come in. No, you ain't got nothing. Yeah, now what? Since you want to do that, take all y'all niggas down and the gargoyle. Just stop playing with me. I was almost in the dough.
After all this time, his scent lingers in this place.
She is in love. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever come this close. My research finally bore fruit. The stone husk incubation vessels are the answers to all the unknowns I hope to unearth. My hope for this is twofold. One, that I will be able to resurrect mortal souls from their afterlife. Second, that I will be able to free vampire souls from Cold Harbor and thus free them from Molag Bal. I will attempt this extraordinary feat on a mortal first, a woman named Lasolda, who died of a wasting disease. Once I am sure that experiment is a success, I will attempt a much riskier undertaking of trying this on a vampire soul. I only pray that my excitement is not premature. I was a fool to think I had all the answers. I preached to Rada al-Saran about protecting mortals, yet my own experiment caused one to suffer needlessly. I attempted to resurrect Lasolda. At first, I was elated. She did return from the dead, but she was not whole. Returning to the world of the living drove her mad. She was so angry. I could feel her rage as clear as if she were made of flames. I could not think of a way to help her. I was forced to kill her to prevent her from harming anyone, and that act sickens me. My hubris caused Lasolda so much pain. It shames me. I must discover what went wrong. Perhaps if I put some of my own essence in a reliquary, it might stabilize the experiment. That would be my next course of action. There are simply too many unknowns. I modified the ritual, but I dare not follow through. The amount of life energy required to pull a soul out of Cold Harbor, that's too high a price to pay. I will keep a record of the process in this journal, but it must not be acted upon. The stone husks cannot be trusted as a methodology as they currently exist. This decision pains me, but I know in my heart it is right. I cannot hurt another the way I hurt Lasolda. I will not risk any others and cause more suffering. This study is closed. I have also begun to contemplate the ramifications of a world without a cycle of life and death. The possibility is horrifying. Why did I ever think this path was the way to peace? I was right to end my experiments and my research where I did. I do not know why I accepted Rada Al-Saran's invitation and came to Greyholm. Curiosity, I suppose. An undying hope that I can change the course of the Great Council and avoid the war that Styrex so desperately craves. I did bring all of my equipment with me. The ritual chamber they constructed here is really quite impressive. For a moment, I contemplated renewing my research with Zingalis, but I know now that would be folly. It's unfortunate I cannot extract my essence from the reliquary, but that is the least of my worries. For now, I will store it in the first floor armory, hidden among the other reliquaries. I have no intention of staying in Greyholm or remaining a part of the Grey Council, but at least I know the reliquary will be safe here. Let it serve as a reminder of my failure. If I am to truly broker peace between mortals and vampires, I still have a long road ahead of me. It's time to take my leave.
Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say? Let me see that. Huh. Ritual simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost. When a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor. We can use that to our advantage. If we want answers, why not go straight to the source? Let's resurrect one of these Grey Host leaders. A member of this Grey Council Verandis wrote about. Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go downstairs and find the reliquary Verandis wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber. Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
Alright. Oh. And they got all these. It's petty. Okay. We got... Come on now, y'all.
Flank! No!
Okay. Well, come on. Wait, babe. Medium, light. Yeah. She had me go downstairs and get it. Or she get to go lay around and play upstairs. Yeah, I gotta go down and around and hit the ritual chamber. All right. It's a curious thing, mortality. One must thoughtfully consider. Meow. See, I didn't finish it. Okay.
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual. Good. Now place the reliquary. The ritual. It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got questions.
So hungry.
Fine. You want to fight? Let's do this. We just want to talk. What are you doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verondis, you should have told me about the Grey Council.
So you know, Gwendis. Come, let us all speak outside.
Of course she knows.
At Revenant has logged off with Thurgor.
We meet again. I see you have been helping Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. Please, accept my apologies. That was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, but to no avail. You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? I suppose we'll never know. Regardless, Gwendis informs me that Rada al-Saran may be alive, and somehow the Grey Host has returned to threaten our world. Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans, and devise a way to stop them. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will continue to aid us.
And then we gotta talk to her again.
I started looking for
She's
information about
very
the Grey Host
emotional.
and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. Verandis may have kept his past a secret, but at least we know he opposed their plans for conquest.
Right.
He wasn't a part of their war.
Right.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret, but we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him.
Right.
That he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch. Of course, there's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can. And once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Yeah.
Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host. And for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.
Sounds good. Okay. Now I need to get out of here. Just come on down the bend.
So, any 1,000-year-old secrets I should know about?
Do you really want to hear all the sordid details of my past, Gwendis?
Where's the exit? That's all I care about. Right now. Outside. Lord have mercy. Okay. Now we can go ahead and start getting some quests. I'm gonna fill this list up so we have some stuff to do, and then we're gonna hit the list. I'm gonna find a place. I'm gonna find a new country to do it in though, because I like that we've been moving around. This is a new place we've never been, so we're gonna keep that going. But the mission is completed.